I think something that has to be done. We won't do the bumps, but it's Ricky Burns' 34th birthday today, so a round of applause. Happy birthday to Ricky Burns. This is a huge fight, a huge event on Saturday night at the Hydro. I think the amount of great nights we've had out of this young man has been sensational, but even by his own admissions, the biggest night of his career on Saturday night when he attempts to unify the 140-pound super lightweight division against the IBF and IBO world champion Julius Indongo from Namibia. It's been a pleasure working with Ricky Burns, and of course coming back to win that world championship against Okolie was just a sensational night. The great defence against Kill Relic, and like I said, on Saturday night, just one of the incredible stories, I feel, of course of Scottish sport, but even of world sport, Ricky Burns, to be back here to unify the division, something that he's so proud of, something that he's so determined to do. And we know in Julius Indongo we have one of the very best, one of the most dangerous fighters and punchers in world boxing, of course, coming off that win in Russia against Trojansky, a KO in the first round, to win the IBF World Championship. We know this is a very, very tough fight, but the rewards at the end of this fight is just to become a huge star in the sport of boxing. And for Ricky Burns, that is all he's ever been determined to do, is to win belts, to achieve and to create a legacy in the sport. I think he should be applauded for that. It's a great undercard as well, and I think I really want to thank Alex Morrison, who couldn't be with us today, and his team of young fighters as well, for the amount of tickets and the support that you have given to these young fighters coming through. We know, as you know, it's his birthday today. How many more years has Ricky Burns got left? Probably only another 13 or 14. Right? But it's so important for these young fighters to come through, and a number of them have a number of important fights on Saturday night. Of course, the British lightweight title, Scotty Cardle against Robbie Barrett. It's the final defence for Scotty Cardle to win that Lonsdale belt outright, something that's very, very important to him. He has a very tough fight against the English champion Robbie Barrett, who's coming off a succession of big wins. And I think another great fight for the card is the British Super Flyweight Championship between Charlie Edwards and Ian Butcher from Motherwell as well. This is a fight between two very talented young fighters, and Charlie Edwards, talking to him on the flight up today, coming into the Lion's Den. I mean, you guys, you like to make some noise. This is one of the great places to come and stage professional boxing. And I'm excited for Charlie Edwards to walk out into that atmosphere on Saturday night, because I believe it's going to make him sharp. And what an opportunity for Ian Butcher. Brought a huge amount of people from Motherwell, and of course the whole 8,000 in the Hydro on Saturday night will be cheering him on as well for that British title. It's a great fight. Two very talented young Olympians as well. Lawrence Okolie, who's here with us today, coming off his sensational, I think, 35 second knockout debut at the Manchester Arena on the Crolla Linares card, and Josh Kelly as well, under the tutelage of Adam Booth, making his professional debut, bringing coaches up from the northeast to come and watch his journey start on Sky Sports. What about Joe Ham against Scott McCormack? The Scottish super bantamweight title, great opportunity for him to come through and have a big fight on the card. Sold a huge amount of tickets as well. And Charlie Flynn against Ryan Collins. Both of those guys sold a huge amount of tickets. That's the Celtic lightweight title as well. Youngsters on the card, Lewis Pauling and Ali Black as well, coming through, trying to become the next Ricky Burns, trying to keep Scottish boxing alive and thriving. And Ali, we're going to start with you. A big opportunity for you on Saturday night, and I know you must be excited to box on this kind of card.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. My last couple of fights have been tough fights. I boxed against Mitch Buckland down in Wales for a Celtic title, so I'm really looking forward. Thanks for the opportunity, Eddie Hearns and Alec Morrison, Christine Morrison, thank you very much, and I look forward to it, guys.
Joe, I love ticket sellers, but I love ticket sellers that can fight as well. So you're in good hands, and what an atmosphere it's going to be on Saturday for you. By far the biggest fight of your career so far.
Yeah, 100%. Training camps went well. The last 10 weeks have been good. So now looking forward to fight night. Everybody who's come out and support me, everybody, working class people who are spending their well and hard money to come watch me. I sold £30,000 worth of tickets, which for a boy from the Gorbals is quite good. So for everybody in Glasgow's going to come out and ready to see me win my first title.
Lawrence, you had to wait in the changing rooms on the Crolla Linares card, came out after the main event on Saturday. You'll kick off the Sky Sports transmission at 7:35. Up in a big fight city now. I'm sure you've watched these Glasgow fight nights in the past, and I know you're excited to be part of the show on Saturday.
No, yeah, I'm definitely excited to be part of the show. I've heard that the Scottish fans are extremely loud and excited, so I'm definitely looking forward to the atmosphere. I missed out a bit of it in Manchester because I was on after the main event, but I'm looking forward to getting in and exciting the Scottish public.
Obviously your first fight went 30-35 seconds. This guy much more experienced, been in with some top cruiserweights as well, expected to give you some more rounds.
My first one went 20 seconds. And,
sorry about that. I deprived you of 15 seconds.
And then yeah, I mean it's a definite step up. The guys, a definite step up from my first fight, but I'm hoping to, like I said, continue with another knockout and yeah, just get the excitement going.
Ryan Collins, talking about tickets, you were right up there as well. A huge chance, all Scottish fight with Charlie Flynn, who's very popular in these parts as well. Good training camp, ready to go.
That's it, 10 weeks we've been working right hard. We've done everything right this time. Diet, nutrition, physios, you name it, we've done it right. We're ready. We've sold 400 odd tickets for Irvine, Perthshire, so we too. Everybody in our ducks kind of got right behind us this fight. I'm confident. I've been feeling confident the last few weeks. As it gets closer, every day I'm thinking, this is it. It's going to be it. It's going to happen for us. Saturday night.
Obviously, Charlie's been out of the ring for a long time. Do you think that will play into your hands as well?
I think he's a good training camp probably for this fight. So I'm expecting him to be in shape and that. But that's it. You've been at that long time, and it's going to get. I'm not wanting to sit and take this fight. Take it lightly, you know what I mean? So when it comes to it, and it's the later rounds and stuff, we're going to see the best Ryan Collins. I think you're going to see the best Ryan Collins in terms of my work and stuff. Usually full time working in that, in fact, training, it's a bit hard to try to juggle it. But my gaffer was alright enough to give us 4 weeks after this fight, so I kind of put everything into it, and it's up to me now to make a statement in it, so that's what I plan to do.
Charlie, I know you've been looking for these title fights for a long time. Great opportunity for you, Scottish Derby, and your first challenge and first title fight on Saturday night.
I'm looking forward to it. Support's massive, the crowd's loud. I'm back to where I like in the Hydro. It's my third time fighting here, and it's going to be some night. I just can't wait to get in and put on a show for everybody. All the hard work's done, all the training's done, all the dieting's done. It's just a case of weighing in and then getting it on in the night, man. And I can't wait. It's going to be good. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be good.
Obviously, down in Essex now, the quiff's coming. We've got a couple more months. It's still going well. But in all seriousness, it's been a frustrating period for you. How nervous are you about getting back in there, having not boxed as frequently as you'd like going into this fight?
It's been frustrating. I'm not nervous at all, you know what I mean? I've been in the gym for about 7 years old, so boxing's second nature to me. When I get in the ring, it's just back to business, you know. I've been doing in and out of camps continuously, so I just kept picking up injuries and niggles. I've had 7-8 weeks of sparring. I've been in with 9-10 different guys to spar, fresh opponents every few rounds. It's been non-stop. It's been a hard 12 weeks, 13 weeks. We had a long camp just to ensure we got over all the injuries. So I'm feeling really good. I'm super fit, super fresh, and I'm ready to rock, man.
Scotty Cardle ready to rock as well. Obviously, up here, your last defence was a great performance for you, and time to wrap up that Lonsdale belt on Saturday night. Expecting a tough fight from Robbie Barrett.
Yeah, expecting a tough fight. In all honesty, I feel like I should have that belt already. So I've just got a bit between my teeth, and nobody can step away for this one. So I'm chomping at a bit, and I'm ready to go, really.
He's stuck in traffic, so you can say what you want. But
He's careful.
But tell us about Barrett. I mean, obviously coming off the back of some impressive wins against Marcus French and your last opponent as well. Tricky southpaw, going to be an awkward fight for you.
Yeah, I can see the awkward style of it. Obviously, I think his manager's taking a lot of his footage down on YouTube, but luckily enough, I found I managed to get a bit of footage of him. So I know what I've got ahead of me, really, and I'm well prepared for that. He's a bit taller than me, quite the same height as Hooper was. So I'm ready. I've fought some great southpaws like Maxie Hughes and Craig Evans, and I've dealt with them in good fashion. So I'm feeling good for this one, definitely.
The British Super Flyweight Championship we talked about earlier, great fight, Ian Butcher. Again, big support coming from you, from Motherwell as well, and a huge opportunity on Saturday night to become British champion.
Yeah, it is. It's a great chance on the big stage, biggest stage I've been on. So I'm really looking forward to Saturday to putting on a good show. I've had a training camp, a great training camp behind me. I know Charlie's a good boy as well, but as I say, I walked away from my job to give myself the best possible chance of this fight, to prove everybody wrong that this is the kind of stage I belong at. So, as I say, great training camp and stuff, and I had good sparring. I've did many rounds, fully prepared for whatever Charlie's got to bring on the night. So, I'm just looking forward to Saturday night now and getting in there and proving that I'm number one there.
I've seen some quotes about the crowd and how they won't play a part, but how much will it spur you on to have that support on Saturday night? 8,000 in the Hydro, that, of course many from Motherwell, but the majority in the arena supporting you on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a great crowd. I don't really buy too much into the home support thing. I've travelled before for a British title fight. I didn't buy into it then, so it maybe spurred me on. I've never been in this situation with such a big stage like this. But as I say, fair play to Charlie, as he says, he's coming into the Lion's Den and he's willing to put it on the line. So just like myself, both of us didn't have to take a fight. We could have went other options and avoided each other, but both of us are wanting to prove that we're best in the division. So I'm looking forward to it now, just getting in there and doing it.
Charlie, we talked about that away support and almost looking forward to it on Saturday, walking out to probably the booze and making sure you're switched on for the fight. A very important fight for your career on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a very important fight for my career. The crowd's going to play a big part in it. I'm going to really enjoy walking out, getting the booze. It's all a part of the parcel. You've got to go away and fight. And the pressure's off me, do you know what I mean? I'm going to get booed. I just go out there and do my performance. Just focus on myself. Haven't got to show off to my crowd. Ain't got to prove anything to my crowd. So I'm really looking forward to going out there, having the crowd on my back, because I know they're going to be. But it's going to be an experience and it's going to be a great one, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Obviously your first fight under Adam Booth as well. Things gone great in training camp and you really feel confident going into this one.
Yeah, things have gone great. I've learnt a lot, a hell of a lot, and I've had great sparring with Ryan Bennett and Lucian Reid. So I've learnt a lot behind the scenes, and I'm looking forward to showing everyone what a different fighter I am on Saturday night.
The camp of the IBO and the IBF World Super Lightweight Champion Nesta. It's been a pleasure working with you and your team. The same as Ricky Burns, you both had other opportunities in the division going into this fight, potentially bigger fights in America, and I'm sure that we had the same offers that you had as well. But a desire from both camps and both fighters to unify the division and pick up more belts.
Yeah. First of all, good morning, everybody. First of all, I want to thank you, Eddie, for making this deal to happen. And thank your team, especially Paul and Frank. They were working very hard for this fight. It was not easy for both parties, but the two fighters was willing to face each other. And when they came, the promoters and managers, we didn't have any choice. So we let them do it. Let the boxers do it themselves. And come Saturday night, I expect a very good fight. This kid, Julius Indongo, like people say, he's not known in boxing, but he come a long way in boxing. He fight all over the world. He's an amateur, went to Olympics, Commonwealth, all African Games. Yeah, so he turned a bit late, professional, but he did very well in professional. He's 21 and 0. Come Saturday night, I think the Scottish fans gonna witness one of the best fights here in this town, in this country, because I know Ricky Benz already dictated boxer himself. He fought him before, 2012. This time, the second time we come here for Ricky Benz. Yeah, so let's hope the best man gonna win this fight. And we don't want to talk about the officials after the fight. We want to talk about the success of the boxers after the fight. So thank you very much, and we just invite all the fans to come and support. yeah, what else, man? The draw machine is ready. I believe Ricky Benz is also ready for the fight. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Julius, you, like Ricky Burns, wanted the belts and want to go on and achieve the unification dream in the division. And how are you feeling ahead of Saturday night?
Thanks very much for the opportunity. Let me just wish him happy birthday once again for himself and for the night to come. It will be an amazing night. And maybe what I should emphasize much on is let the best man win. But I believe he's going to stand and expose all talent and skill he's having. But I'll be happy to see him standing in front of me and show his talent, because I have prepared for this and I've been in this game for quite long, and he should not undermine Africans, because most of the boxers used to undermine Africans. You must just be real and consider the game that it will be an amazing night and it will not be easy. That's all I can say about it.
Obviously you went to Russia to win the belt, so no problem in travelling, but the atmosphere on Saturday will be very special. Are you looking forward to that atmosphere in the arena?
Arena is not a matter to me. What much I consider is the person in front of me. So arena can be there at large and it can be like how it will be, but I can let it quiet and I can put silence on it, or I can turn it to against my opponent. It's not a big deal.
Thank you. Tony, of course we had the discussions going into this fight, and I remember when Julius knocked out Trojansky, both Ricky and you sent me a message and said, you know, could we make that fight? And went on and made it, and Ricky Burns' dream is to go on and win as many belts as possible, and the biggest fight of his career on Saturday night.
Yeah, well, like you said earlier, we had other offers on the table to defend the title, and we wanted to do the IBF title fight with the Russian, and I remember you tried to do that fight, but it fell through. So once Indongo won the IBF title, and you said you could do that fight, then obviously it's the fight that Ricky wanted, because he's won 3 world titles in different weights. He's become a history maker, and this is another part of history that he wants to fulfil, to unify the titles. It's never been done in Scotland before, so it's another part of history that Ricky wants to do, and he's trained diligently for this fight. We started training the first week in January, so we've had a long camp. We've had fantastic sparring come down from all over the country. We've had Talk Southport sparring, so everything's gone well in the gym. No injuries, which is a good thing when you're doing a long camp, and he's in fantastic condition. We don't know a lot about Indongo because there's not a lot about him on the YouTube. They're the bits and pieces that we've picked up. We know that he's a good fighter. He can obviously punch in a way. He won the world title, and he's an awkward opponent as well, tall, fast. So in no way have we underestimated him. So we prepared really well for this, and I believe Ricky's gonna make history on Saturday night and become a unified champion, and then hopefully go on to the big fights that he's been wanting all his career really, and that's in Vegas.
Ricky, I know.
This one was always top choice for me. We know this, out of all the fights we were offered, this was the hardest as well. But as Tony said, the rewards you get for obviously taking these opportunities, that's what was motivating me for this. Tony just said we've been struggling to get a lot of footage, obviously, of Julius. But what we have saw, we have trained for a hard 12 rounds here. We know, obviously, southpaw, tall, awkward. It's going to be a very tough fight. But like I say, we're prepared for whatever's coming our way, and I'm just looking forward to getting in there.
I remember obviously after the Zlati Khanin fight and the Beltran fight and the Crawford fight, the confidence was really at rock bottom. How confident are you now? You look so confident going into this fight. How much confident have you gained from, of course, the Figueroa performance and the Josh King performance, but more importantly the Rocco and the Reddick performances as well?
Well, obviously the couple of defeats back to back, a lot of people were starting to write me off. But when me and Tony have been in the gym, I've said it and Tony said it as well, I would be the first to admit to myself if I thought that I didn't have it anymore. And Tony's already said, when you're in the gym, the amount of work that we put in and the amount of sessions we do, if Tony saw anything or at one moment that I wasn't enjoying it anymore, I just wouldn't be doing it. Like I said, these coming up on Saturday night, for me this is the biggest fight in my career. The unification fights have been talked about for so long. Obviously it's super feather and lightweight, and now it's here. We're a couple of days away. I'm very excited, and I'm very excited obviously with the crowd that's going to be coming along. Thanks again for throughout this whole camp, the support of everybody's been unbelievable, and thanks to everybody that's coming down. Going to be a good night of boxing.
Thanks, Ricky. And tomorrow the weigh-in at 1 o'clock at St Enoch Centre. It's Good Friday, so you're all more than welcome, and we expect a huge turnout there, and a big walk-up on Saturday night as well. VIP tickets are all gone. £100 tickets, I believe, is gone. 60s, I think, are more or less gone. So there are still some £40 tickets as well. Let's create a wonderful atmosphere on Saturday night as Ricky Burns attempts to make history once again for Scottish boxing. And what a great birthday present it will be. One thing we know for sure is it will be an incredible fight for the IBF, IBO and WBA Super Lightweight Championships of the world. Doors will open at 5 o'clock. We'll be live on Sky Sports 1 from 7:30 PM, and enjoy the show, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday night. We're going to have head-to-heads with the guys and their opponents who are here, and then all the fighters are going to be available for one-on-ones. Thank you as always, Glasgow and Scotland, for all your support. Roll on Saturday night, it's going to be electric. Thank you very much for coming.